good evening. Twitch seems to be going like mad. So everyone that's like liking and following, thank you. Good evening. Right, I'm just... I was going to do something that I can't remember what I was going to do. I'm going to just sort my... I think it's... No, I don't have to. No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to change my camera, but I think it's alright. Right, tonight we are going to do finer clutter and detailing along the route. So I need to get a quick list put together. I've got my cab ride sorted, so we'll get a list of all the assets that we need. Just to show you, Lincoln has massively changed. What I'll do is I'm going to go over here. So I'll show you the extent of what's going on at Lincoln, and then we'll get straight on to what we need to do this evening. So the castle's not there yet, that's still to come. But that should be in later in this week, I think, all being well. That is one of the next assets to be built. Even just trains, wow, it's going absolutely insane, this is. I'm just going to turn that alert down a little bit, if I can. Maybe I can't. It's very loud. Alert display. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I need my Mr. Will to sort that out. I don't have a clue where the actual volume is on it. Anyway, so if I just go up here, just picture back to last week. And Lincoln itself did not look anything like it does now. It's hugely changed. I mean, we had all the canalling last week. I remember that much. I think I'd just done that, and we were doing some building work over on, like, we did all this over here. We finished off here, over there as well, and that was all we sort of did, really. You don't hear alerts? That might be a good thing. Have I muted it? What have we done here? Maybe because I went into the actual settings. It might have cancelled it. Never mind. Anyway, Josh, good evening. Nigel, good evening as well. Keith, good evening. Jake B, good evening as well. And anyone else who's here, if you are here, good evening. I'm just going to put my Steam to offline mode because otherwise we'll get notifications every so often. I'm a little bit behind this evening. Been very busy. So this side of the city is the houses. So sort of detail sort of currently ends here. I need to do a little bit more really up to this where this bridge goes. Mainly fields and stuff around here, so it's just going to be a little bit of quick placement of assets. So you got your canal that comes up. Some boats in there now as well. So this is where your main housing area begins. So this is all obviously hidden behind the main student accommodation. Hello, Tracing Guy. How are you doing, mate? There's a little bit of detail put in here. Just need to fill everything in and paint the terrain, put a few cars in and bits and lamps and that. So that's that. Thank you, Nigel. I'm good as well, thank you, TS Guy. That's actually a new fence. That came in with Highcombe. Highcombe Station's done now. So we keep going. We've sort of changed from the housing to the city. So obviously the big buildings coming. You've got all this lot's finished now. I think when we possibly maybe streamed last week, I think there was still a few missing textures and stuff on this. This is all complete with all the buildings on the back. There's a couple still to put in here. I need to place. And then we've got the marina side. We've got the barge now, which is in. You've also got Wagamamas for our waggers. So marina ends here, takes off down the back of there, and also you've got down this way as well, where it disappears in that direction. So there's a couple of gaps to come in here. There's a couple of buildings still to come. Speedster, yes I do. So moving on. So it sort of changed back to housing again. So flats and the houses sort of come back up here. This is the edges of the route. So I've been working on this section today. So everything on this side, this is all I've been up to today. Getting as much stuff as I can. Getting the detail around the crossing and stuff like that. So you're not really going to do much driving this end. You'll come into here. There's a set of sidings that LNER do use, so you can end up doing scenarios and coming in here. Old scrapyard was here as well. There used to be a link in there. It's all fenced off now. Green Pinnock, good evening. Thank you very much for the light there. Yeah, rail tour's coming here as well. Yeah, that's correct. So you've got a run round loop in there as well. So the route sort of just disperses and ends over there, so it's not going to be fantastic. And they said it's just literally quick placement just to have a bit of beginning scenery. You'll be starting obviously. Yeah, you can start from the signal here on a scenario, so you can bring yourself in here. Still got the bus depot to finish off yet, and all that lot. There's a bit going over here as well. So it's not far off. It's coming along. It's for the most part. Lincoln is nearly there. Would you get a 10 to 11 coach train that side? I have no idea. Might be pushing it. You're not getting 10 to 11 coaches in there. Definitely not if you wanted to turn around. But the siding is the right length. It's been laid to the exact correct length, so you might have to come in with a short train. I don't know how it works, to be quite honest. Evening, Peterdale. Evening as well, Grim. And speed live. This is Nottingham to Lincoln, which is our upcoming extension to Middle and Main Line. Well into the later stage of development now. So this bridge came in over the weekend as well, so you won't have seen this yet. So it's massively coming along now. This is currently work in progress still, so Callum's working on this big massive asset. This is another block. Literally got the footbridge just before the stream, so we've literally just got this placed in, so I can now start working around it. I think I need to actually move the barriers in because there's lifts here, you see. I need to work out how this works. Still need some checking to go on because there's a few bits, as you can see. There's some, I don't know what's going on there actually, to be fair. I'll work that out later. I'll have a do. So that's that footbridge. You've got the car park, and you've also got this. I think it's apartments there as well. Apartments and possibly some office sort of stuff at the bottom as well. And you've got this as well. That's one block. I think there's still some more buildings to come with this yet, to be fair as well. I think there's another building to come here, which comes around here, which finishes it off. So it'll give you a nice view when it's done. It's coming along. Right. What I need to do is go back into editor. We need to make a quick list of the clutter. So I'm going to start off with trackside, and we'll get all the bits and bobs. It may need moving, to be fair. Yeah, I haven't got it all correct yet. You see, it's all one big block. I need to get it properly into the maps and work it out. Because I need to put filler blocks in down here and more ballast and stuff as well. I'll work that out properly tomorrow. And I can get all the bits and pieces in and start building the fences and stuff around it. Evening, Dan. M degree as well, thank you. Evening, Willow. Right. This is the fun thing now, is because there's so many new bits and pieces in the clutter as well. I need to figure out what we need. So we've got poor adhesion, so we'll get these in. I'm not sure if those are the old ones, to be quite honest. They are old. Get rid of them. I think Benedict made some extra ones. Christmas steam tools, yeah, you'll be able to do stuff like that. Cable, bridge, no, they're met stuff, so we don't need them. Right, we want some circuit cabinets, so we'll get those in. Clean sleepers. We'll put those in, because we never know, we might have some sleepers knocking about, might we? Put some dark ones in as well. We've got some wooden sleeper as well down there. Oh, 7, good evening, how are we doing? And, how are we doing? Who else have we not had there? Will the common library increase much for the release? Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, it will. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the common library that's waiting to go out with this. So many new bits and pieces. Lots of little cluttery bits as well. New crossings, OHLE. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You'll be spoilt with this. That's it now. I mean, most of this, all that lot, what you're looking at now in the distance, up to about there, was all done on Friday. So all that was put in on Friday. And then I've worked on that side over the weekend, over the various couple of days, and this today over here. So we'll hopefully tomorrow, this should be done here. I reckon this will be done. And get this bit in as well as much as I can. Start terrain painting it, mate, hopefully tomorrow. We haven't decided yet, to be quite honest. We have ideas and plans and thoughts what we want to do, but we just haven't decided what we're doing yet. So once we get to that stage, once this is done, we'll sit down and decide what we want to do, where we're going to go. I'm not sure, to be fair. It could do. Sheffield Derby could end up going into a compressed folder. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in the command line, so it could push it over to being a RAR file. You have to extract it before you install it. I don't know yet. We haven't got to that stage of doing a proper compile build for SD. Must not pass. We want that. We'll have that. We'll have the actually warning. Put some buffers in because there may be some old buffers knocking about. Get the Quadrel, REB cabin stuff. We'll have that in as well. We don't need an RET board. We don't need that. I definitely know we don't need that. We need some sandite signs though. These are the new ones, I think. I don't know. Yeah, they are. Crew to Derby Corf. East Midlands Ralph, and good evening as well. I've seen some more stuff for Hope Valley. It's looking really, really good. Hope Station is one of the things I saw the last couple of days that's been built. It looks brilliant. There's another one I look forward to streaming eventually when we get to that stage. Treadle, we want that. Avert post, I have no idea what that is. That's a trackling item, I think. Whistleboard faded. We also whistleballs. We don't want the trackling ones though. I'll get all these in because I actually don't think I put any whistleboards in yet on my section. So we've got all the different ones we've got there. I'm going to go through MML because there may be some, or NL, because there is some specific custom little bits and pieces that have gone into that only. Not much, but done all the bridge signs. We've got these as well, which are really cool. You may have seen these before on other routes. So we've got these bridge signs. The writing on the side is actually on one of the bridges in the route, but we haven't actually gone for every single one because we'll be there forever looking, trying to find the details on the names. So we've got one of the bridges is actually on the route, but when we've got this side, we can actually change the numbers. So we do have a variation of that. IVRS sign. I don't know if I have them on my section, but I'll put them in and start. Right. Let's go to the other side on the clutter. Put the datum plate in. I don't think I'm going to be doing datum plate. I need to do the datums and that on this station still yet. I've done all the other ones, but I haven't done on this one yet. Put that in there as well, another little circuit cabinet. Right, so we've got back down to the CL. There'll be loads of little bits and pieces in here hiding. You can see we've got a nice list of bits and pieces now we can clutter the route up with up to now. Bike racks. No, we don't need them for now. Put the bollards. We could do with the bollards maybe. Cable drum. Cable steps. Don't need any car stops tonight because that's when I come to the station. Cement mixer. We might need one of them. FPS. I will show you in a second. It's not bad to be honest. Don't need a coolant dispenser on this route. Just put that sign in. You never know. Nope. What the heck's that? Oh, that's Eastcroft. Drains. We want some drainage. Put them in there. Evening, Jack. Found crossings. We don't need them because I've got all those in. CL doesn't stand for crew line. Hello, trading. So I don't need those. These are our text blocks that we've been using on this route. We don't need them at the minute. Don't need crossings because those are already in. I know that much. I'm not going to do garden clutter tonight. I'm going to do that on a separate occasion. Just do the track side this evening. Hydraulic buffers, we don't need those. Housing block, nope. Line side junction boxes, want them free. Solar panel, that was for a lamp post. We'll get. We don't need the boats. We've got them. Object detection stuff. We'll have all them. I don't think my level crossings have all this sort of stuff though. It's only on Mark's half. Where you may have seen the post today on Facebook. All these came in with the newer signalling for the route. So on Mark's half, everything from Staythorpe to Nottingham got newer signals, whereas the Lincoln half didn't get any extra signalling, which is a bit weird. But I'm gonna have them because they may come in handy for little bits down the side of the track. That's fair enough, M degree. Simrail demo, I have played it, but I won't get into the Simrail stuff on here because it's not linking in with what we're doing. Point motors, we'll have them. Reflector, I don't know if I need that. I'll put it in just in case. We need these. So we've got a new one of these as well now. We've got the galvanised one. And the LOD has been fixed on this now, so it doesn't disappear. So we can get that in. I know there's quite a few of them knocking about on the route. It's mad it takes like 20 minutes to get this done. Nearly at the bottom of the list now. Stop looking, listen signs. We'll have them just in case. Track clutter this evening, yeah. Yeah, I literally got sorted today. Literally fixed. That's these up posters. We don't need them. Got the steel post in there. These are for Lincoln Station. I haven't put them in yet. They're on one of the walls. Well, that. We'll get the wooden huts because there may be some knocking about that I may have missed. Track lamp, we'll have that. New trespass grids we've got as well. We've got 3 new ones of these. So we've got wood, metal, and concrete variant. Not off my landline. I don't have one. The quick list is totally different on this one, Jack. The one I use on my personal stuff's got a lot extra, like a lot more stuff on it. So it wouldn't really help, to be fair, for this. I just wish it would save in like general. Peak gate, we don't need that. Vintage post box, we don't need that. Right, get some of these old yard lamps in there because no doubt we may need some of them. And we just need to go to their. I think there's Ambergate token box I need as well. Where's that living? Ambergate token box. That's that one on the 2 posts. Hello, Benedict. Alright, just gonna go through the MML NL because there may be a couple of little bits knocking around in there. Platform spikes. We've got a new version of them. I think, for the most part, we've probably got everything selected there. So yes, right-clicking all this lot adds it to a quick list, so I know it's all in one place. I'm just going to mute my phone, actually, because it keeps going on. It's annoying after a bit. Like that. There you are, mute. They are going into the CL at some point. They just didn't go in. Right. The crosses haven't been shown working yet, no. They will be. We'll be showing them when we do our driving. Right, so I've got a cab ride. So what I'm using is this. I'll just show you. So I'm using a Don Coffee cab ride, which is a Derby, Nottingham and Lincoln one. So we're starting off at the other end, so I'm just going to get to where we need to be for tonight. Adverts. As one of that, there's an asset I've not put in here. Oh, I've always forget what this is called. It's the little yellow counting box. Might be in track section. It's the little yellow box. It's a. What the heck's that? Oh, that is the timing section. There's a little yellow box somewhere knocking about in this list, and it's really handy. What'll be easier is just nipping somewhere down here. I've got the treadle in the list. It's not a time. Well, the timing section's for the Metline. It's a little yellow box, but the timing section uses it as a gizmo, like just as a random asset attached to it. It's like an axle counter thing, I think. I forget what it's called in list. But I know there's some placed on this route up here, somewhere around here. I'm sure. Yeah, they're here. These things, I forget what they're called. That really helps because it's not called mushroom box on the list. Oh. Is it trackside? I think you mentioned like trackside box or something like that. There we go. Trackside junction box. Got it. I'm not sure if it's signalling, track like axle counting, or like what. It's something like that. Right. We have all the stuff we need. So I'm just going to put this back onto my screen. So we're going to go up to the crossing first of all. I'm not sure know what we'll do. We'll just do it here. Only because I can see it on camera, right? There's one of these knocking on the side there. Yep. I need to make sure I don't have this on my YouTube on full screen because otherwise I can't see the chat. Yeah, the HST stop ball's not been made yet. It's going to come in with the Lincoln signage. 156 heaven down here. I've also missed off one more asset. It's the phone. SPT alone. There we go. ET phone home. Right, so there is a phone here. Randomly as one of them. Not happy with the blue. It's not got blue back though. There's a little side. There's a box now. I'm going to use the Amber Gate one. It works a little bit better. There we go. Right, moving on. I'm going to TSA and get the cable chunking whilst I'm here. There's always something you forget. Cable chunk. Could I do a snow using the first gen DMU? What on this? Please don't forget route markers. And wants to help when creating a new scenario. Barry Hill never got its one added. Oh, do you mean, oh yeah, the quick ones? Where you start, yeah, they're getting done. They're on our list of things to do this week. Hello, Mr. Ash. Fun Rail Tour. We've got all our scenarios created. There's going to be no more made by ourselves now before release. Nothing first gen occurs on our scenarios. I can confirm with that. Only because it wouldn't fit in with the route. I'd love a backdated version, just with the old semaphores. It'd be quite cool. Fully agree on that. It'd be mega. Chunking. It's really daunting. I mean, looking at this, I mean, I've got like quite a lot left to do in the chunk and all this cluttering now. But it's like once you get going though, it's not too bad. I mean, these are the busier parts. Once we get away from it, it's not too bad. It's mainly a case of doing the what to call it junction boxes mainly. That's for the most part. It's also I like doing these spikes. I'm doing very well, thank you, Ash. How are you? Right, that's the first bits. I ain't going to finish these off for tonight because I need to get the track setting so I can move that points box out the way. I can't move it because I've got the track like the track files off Mark. We're going to be missing this section out because I haven't got all the detail in it yet. I need to get all the fencing and stuff. So I'm going to start on this next bit here, moving up. Same again, I can't really do the spikes in this section yet because I need the actual track files. Oh, is it still saying 21? Hang on. I'll change that. There we go. I'll change that over. This is my favourite bit of the like the job. This doing the track clutter. I love it. So I can do the spikes on this side because I've got nothing in my way. So I'm just rotating these just so they're going down the side of the ballast camber there, and then just filling these little bits in here. I do need to put some ballast filler in here as well. I think what's the best for this bit here. Move that down a little bit. Just to sort of narrow them down, just so I can make it so it fits. Just gonna make that a little bit bigger. There we go. So that's that bit done. Right. So there's one of the little amber gate boxes here. Okay. Tap that to track. Have that there. So there's that one there. There's a phone next to it. One thing that I've done already to save myself a heck of a lot of time, as I've already done all the cable trunk, and I did that last week. So that is actually all the way through on my section. Apart from that little bit down there into Lincoln Station. I'll do that. There's a normal circuit cabinet here as well. It's just a narrow one. Circuit cabinet, small. And it's on its side there. I need to put a bush down here as well because it's actually very overgrown. And there is another tree. I'll put, if I can find it, there we go. Put one of them in there. And there's a thin tree. We're going to go with a birch. I might need to scale this a little bit, to be fair. It's more like that. I need to move it actually because you can see the box on the cab. Probably more like that. Yeah, because you can sort of see the size of the box as you're coming through. There we go. So there is a circuit cabinet sort of about here. Like that. Some points, so we'll get the point motors in. If I can find them, there they are. Open it up, Jack. You know you want to. There is also some loose rail, rusty rails, whatever you call them. And those actually do sit in the middle. I'll do that. It's just a case of like stopping and starting the video every so often. So there's a couple of them little yellow boxes which are sort of here. Hello Ryan, how are we doing? And there's some cable trunking as well. So I'm going to put the cable trunks here, going across all lines. I'll have to rescale that bit because it's quite close to the other one. Not a problem as well, Jack, not a problem. So select them four, just drop them down. And then just need me a little trackside circuit box things. There's I can't because they're going through. I need to tab them. So there's two of them. And those are just there like that. Moving on. So I'm literally skimming backwards and forwards, like making sure I don't miss anything here. No, I was a couple of seconds. Well, I was on. I just wasn't on screen. I was a little bit running behind. It's been a bit hectic this evening. How are we doing as well, White? I hope you're doing well. And oh, you stressed out with college? Well, has it been hard work or what's occurring? What we got here? It's more cable trunking, which goes again across. Drop them down. Oh, it's to be, I can imagine. Must be hard work. There's another asset I haven't put in the list, which is one I used earlier this afternoon, which is trackside telephones, I think it is, or line-side phone. Line-side telephone, I'm sure it is. I can't remember what it's called. I used it here earlier. Lots of telephones. Telephone. Where are you? That's a phone one. I thought it was line-side phone. Mine, Newark, Northgate. I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called, so we're just going to copy and paste. I get this. I get a couple assets sometimes where I forget what they are. There's two of these. They may just need added in, to be honest. White means nicked them all is what it is. Yes, it's took an early leave, didn't it? Unfortunately. It is a shame. There's two of these again in the middle of the track. I'm going to just have them at different rotations, just to vary them up. Evening, Gary. How are we doing? Good stuff. Good to it. There's a couple more of these phones over here, so I'm just going to copy and paste those over rather than trying to search for them. Welcome back. There's a single phone over here and all. It's hard to see now because the HST sat in the middle of that in this loop, which doesn't help me. So there'll be a moment where I don't see what's there. Two phones. I've got a good couple of pictures of Nine myself at various places over time. There's a phone on this side as well. So all these phones obviously correspond with these signals. Phones everywhere. There's a load of junction boxes here. Just before these trees. Circuit cabinets. So there's a narrow one first, so we'll go with a narrow. And then there is 1, 2, 3 large ones. So there's 3 of them. What else we got? There's some rusty track in the middle of here. E.T. Like that little finger. Rusty track. Let's get a couple of them in there. Right, I slipped in the marina. We definitely don't want to do that. I'm going to have to rotate these on the angle because there's a gradient on this track here. Annoyingly. You come back there and I'll have that. There we go. Trying to like see if there's anything because it's obviously now wider, like 4 lines as well. I've got to try and see everywhere. So there's a few bits of rusty rail in the middle of here. Noodles way. HSC's just literally sat there where I need to see. I might have to look on the opposite direction. And also now, whoever's driving this train is now washing the windows so I can't see. It's really good. Some more of these rusty rails in it. I actually mentioned about that replacement crossover to have that sat on there. It'd be quite cool to have. I might see if maybe Mark can lay a crossover in that section just to have it there. So it'd be a piece of track, but we could see if we could have it laid there. It's just sat next to it. It'd be quite cool. In here, there is... How many of them is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it would be cool. I mean, at the minute we have a set amount of stuff that we need to make really before we can even look at doing any extra stuff, any extra clutter. We need to get the core assets finished. So at the minute, nothing extra is being made. If that time is available, we may be able to add a few more bits, but at the moment we have to do what we need. I know what you mean though. You mean like the little generator things and stuff? There's some little generators, isn't there, in that crossover area? I can get you a link to the down coffee video. Yeah, hang on. There you go. It's a good video, to be fair. It starts off at Derby and then goes all the way through and back. Good channel as well if you haven't ever watched any of the Don Coffee stuff before. Not food. There's some bushes at the middle track here. Let's go with this stuff here. Just drop it down a bit. Bit random, just one little bit growing. Now down here there is some of my favourite little junction boxes, the old little tiny square ones on the post. These ones, there's a load of these down here. Annoying thing is, as well, that the land has all had to be like dropped for the ditch. So every time I put an asset down, it's dropping in the terrain, which is all sunk under. Because everything's been hidden with lofts and stuff. So I've got to copy one, place it, and then make sure it copies, but it's not snapping to the actual terrain, so it stays at the right level, like so. There's a number of those. TSR stuff. I think there's a couple of little bits of TSR stuff, but we don't have a comprehensive pack. Pete down, not problem. John Electronic, good evening. How are we doing? White me's away this weekend. He's got loads of pot noodles and no fast food. Unlucky. Fast food is needed on the weekend. Hugely. There's some more rusty rails. So just after the bridge, there's a yellow junction box. Trackside box. And weirdly, are you here, Benedict? Weirdly, right? There is a there's a warning sign. And honestly, there's a warning sign. Literally, even though there's no actually. That is mega. So there's actually one of them knocking about here. It's got a light on it as well. Actually, it's got the light on it. That is mega. I know, it's mega pointless. I think there's another one around the curve as well. The access crossing on this bend. It's mega. But yeah, it lights up at night, that. Even more rails. Just put one of these over here as well. There is an asset I haven't put in actually, is the gravel bags. So I usually tend to just drop them in randomly. I'm just going to put this on full screen for a second because I can't quite see. Right. There's a flange lubricator there. No, it's another. Oh no! I've just skipped all the way through to the end of the video. Not what I wanted to do. Some treadles in it. Right, I need a flange lubricator. Oh, is it not actually? Oh, okay. So it's the wrong sign. Have you made one for Rolliston? I've lost it now. Where did I put it? It's there, isn't it? Ah, right. Well, it's gone. It just looked the same. Bugger. What I'll do is I'll leave it there for now. We'll have a look. See if I can work it out a bit better. We'll put gravel bag in here. I need the flange lubricator, which is somewhere around here. Here we go. Flange lubricator. There's a phone as well. Bad signals, they do work if that's what you mean. It should work. The spad signals should work because I've seen them working. Right, treadle time is the first proper time I've used these. So after here, they're about level with these little junction boxes. So there's 1, 2. Fresh. Yeah, please, if you're obviously doing that, you know where to go and put your bugs. No point putting them in the stream because we'll just forget. So next ones, there's some treadles here. What? I've rotated them. I've done them right, mate. I've done them right. It's not. It's Mark that doesn't know how to do treadles. Can you even treadle, or do you? I do. The beast. So easy to place. A cup of black tea. Have we ever thought of making any American content? Obviously, Reddit in Blue Mountain and Northern Railroad in a game. It's not so easy for ourselves because obviously we're in the UK. For us to do research and that, we'd have to obviously travel over there. It'd be a lot harder for us. It's not like whereas we do our UK stuff, we can nip out like here and there as and when we need to. We'd have to try and do everything on it if we was to go over wherever we'd go if we was to do abroad. Yeah, it's just not something we've ever done in house on that. I don't think it's to say we'd never do it, but it's just something we've never done. A bit more tricky, obviously when you're not in the same country, I think. So it would be a challenge. Let's go, Benedict. Absolute carnage. What could go wrong? We'd have to get you back for 4 o'clock though. Oh no, selected tracks. Try again. Yeah, it is quite a weird one. You'd think there'd be bad signals all around, really, wouldn't you? I'd be glad to get away from this section because it'll start quieting up a little bit. I think in the clutter side of things, it won't be so bad. Make some good progress. Nope, they'll never stop me. No, no, we haven't got any working catch points. I don't think you can do proper catch points really in TS. You've got to be very, very careful how you lay them. They don't work in this. I've seen them in TS World. The track in this game is not as advanced as TS World. Obviously, they'll have made it so you can actually do that sort of stuff. Just obviously, this game wasn't really thought of with that sort of stuff in mind. You could do them in such a way maybe if you had like a loft rail, you could lay a loft rail inside to make them look like it, which I have done myself personally in the past. You could probably make a mock-up. I'm assuming if you can get into work, you'd have to really, really carefully lay the track. The issue is, if you do a sleepless track on sleeper track, you're going to get a weird. You've got to be careful because there's two different types of track then as well. That's when things don't look right either. I think the best way I've done them in the past is just like using a rail loft and then just lofting them in, just to loft a little bit of rail coming off. It worked all right. No one ever complained when I didn't. It all worked. It all worked out well in the end. I've lost my junction point things. There they are. Stephen Smedley, good evening. I'm doing well, and how are you? Mind your TPWS should catch you if you're just as bad, but unless you let WRC, WCRC, then you just isolate it. Yeah, we'll just turn that off. We don't need that. I really should get these telephones put into me quick list, but I just don't know where they are, so I'll have to go back and copy some more. Shame you can't just like double click it and tell it to go into your quick list. But there's one of them. Luckily, they're quite close to each one. Just nip back and borrow one. Some circuit cabinets here as well. Good stuff, Stephen. All them phones there. You've been across these points on a 142, 144, 153, 156, 158, and a 195, but not a 170. Although 170 is quite rare to get, then 30 bar. How many have they got? Quite a few, or they only got a couple? I've never been down in on train. I've been there in car. Even good evening, 125 Intercity. It was Intercity 125. Oh, is this on like 67 and a HS2? So it's the 67 for a divert? I've just got my YouTube on full screen for a moment here because I need to just see what this detail is on this set of points. So I will get back with your messages in a few minutes. Weirdly, I've not seen one drainage grid yet. You'd think there'd be blue grids and all sorts down here, but not seen one yet. That's looking miles better now with track clutter. So it feels a bit more like a railway. Get flooded. Let's do it. There's a flange lubricating box here. Don't know how well this is going to sit in the middle of it. Yep, that is not happening. I'm going to have to put it on the other side. Annoyingly. Oh, this is not going well, is it? My God. Right, hang on. It'll have to be a little bit of a smaller one. Just so we can get one in there. There we go. We've got a narrow one. Oh, there's a grid. Oi. There is a grid. Oh, them ones. Some more of these phones. I've never seen so many of these, like, these weird, these lockout phone things. On the trackside. I've seen on, like, end of stations and stuff like that, but never so many in such a short space of time like this. And there's two of them. There's loads of, there's a check rail down here and all, which is not good, because I haven't got a check rail yet. And a check rail. There's another wheel flange lubricator here and all. Junction box number 2. Oh, big gen. I can use one of Will's galvanised refuge points. Hellfire. That's good. They're just called telephones. Is that what they are? Are they under track? Is that maybe I'm not looking in the right place here? Hmm. I'll do it in a second, Ash. Telephone, where are you? I must be having a bit of a blind moment here because I can't find you. Let's do the signal view. Oh, Fresh. Look at that. Oh, cheers, Josh. Platform telephones, is it? Oh, we've got it, have we? Hang on, let me have a look at this picture because Josh has sent me what it's called. Platform telephones, and it's in the clutter. It's because I don't usually use them. I did actually say it was called platform earlier. Sure I did. Found it. I'm going to take a screenshot of that because that's cool. Hellfire. Moving on. Let's move on. I'm going to put a couple of gravel bags down here because why the heck not? There's another one of these refuge things and there's one here. Put that there. SDO10 is a select door opening, so that tells how many doors it needs to be opened at the door on the train platform. So you can have it from anything up to SDO 2, I think. I'm not sure if you can do SDO 1. Possibly can. I haven't seen SDO 1, but you can have from SDO 2. I know that much in our stuff. Yeah, 2 to 2 does definitely. There's a couple of the circuit cabinets. I'm just going to try and see if I can see on the map where they actually live. There they are. You can always see circuit cabinets. They're really easy to find on the Google map. Sort of gets you in the sort of knows where you are then as well. Ooh, we have grids. There's a blue one here. The other thing that helps you as well, gets you into the right location, is like where AWS ramps are. So there is one that I'm going to be somewhere around here. Yeah, it's there. So just before it, there's a grid, another blue one. It's like they've just realised what grids are here. There's a treadle just about here. One there. And on the other side, there is one about there. SDO1 could be possible for some of the small stations, definitely. SDO1 and the 153, that would, wouldn't it? Grid, yeah, there's a 56 on its way around. The Thrash. There's another wheel flange lubricator here. It's just somewhere around it. For the sake of it, I'm going to put it just by the crossing just so I don't have to stretch it out or like rescale it. I'm just going to put it here just after this grid thing. What do you call it? Trunking. It's not a grid. Circuit cabinet here as well. I'll get back to the chat again in a second. It's just I'm on the full screen at the minute, just getting this detail, so I'm not ignoring you guys, so do talk away. I will get involved as soon as I get back off full screen mode. The other thing with this is like quite a lot of concentration needed when you do this, just to make sure you get the right stuff in the right place. So my favourite job's this, doing the track cyclist, and I love getting it all right and like as much as I can as well. I feel doing this, it makes the route even more. It gives it that little bit more character. Having all these little bits and pieces. Inaccurate. So what I'm going to do now, before I continue, I'm just going to plot a few bits of rusty railing. Not there, because I'm going through the AWS ramp. Because there's loads of it on this curve. I'd have some Arjuna beats on, but when I did it last time with that on the stream, it made a bit of a mess of the YouTube feed, so it made it so people couldn't see it. So I haven't bothered doing it, the music again, annoyingly, because it helps massively. I like building with a bit of music in the background, as you know. Oh, just gonna put another one of them here. Arjuna Beats works for Twitch, so I don't know if YouTube has like allows for it. There's some gravelly bags here. Some more rusty rail. I'll just do it as we go down, really, aren't we? There's a blue grid. Some more treadles here. So there's one on this side. Oh, I need to put on there as well. So it goes into the right place then, rather than it's like a free rotation. There's one there and it's staggered, so the other one is about here. Another grid here. Drainage cover, blue. Junction box 2. So we're coming up to where the native line comes back in. Couple of them. Quad rails, we need some of those. On either side. Elf and safety. Dan, not a problem. Enjoy. I'll see you later on. It is Intercity, it is. Oh, lovely, thank you. It's just faded out into some like annotated map. Always when you want to see what's going on. Oh, it's alright, it's gone back to where it was. There's a refuge point here. Some rusty rails. Loads of rusty rails. From the track, and there's also some around on the side. Some more grids. Class 43 Harrison, hello, and also Fabaruni, hello as well. No, 125, there's not. There's a change log within it, should you wish to have a read. Right, we've got some chunking. There's some more chunking. And while we're here, we'll get the point stuff in. We'll put these ones in as well. I think there's some as well around the further around the curve, what we haven't actually done yet, so we'll get those in before we shift up the route. Yeah, I didn't put them ones in. There we go. So back there. Don't know why it's put them in the other like list. These ain't exactly strictly correct for trackside, but they look quite cool as little boxes at the side of the line as well. Just some extra bits of detail there. There is a junction box nestled in the trees. And this one does have graffiti up the front of it as well. These are a pain to stick on. There we go. See how that looks. Whee. S8. I've just gone all the way through to the end of my cab ride once again. I'm an absolute nightmare for it. Oh, to be quite fair, most of these junction boxes I've seen up now don't have graffiti on it. It's quite weird. Because usually all these sort of things do have all that. That's cool. Quite cool around here as well is there's a old water tower, which is just literally left there. That is actually there still. So that is in. It's only an old Kuju water tower, but it's there. No one's seen Highcombe yet. Hope if we don't get there with the clutter, I will still show it. So we've had that grid. We've done this bit here. Hopefully it won't be too bad now in this section because we've gone away from busy junctions and stuff. So it's just going to be the odd like junction boxes and stuff dotted around and. It's a bit of a slow process doing all this, but when it's all in and you sit back and look at it, you see all the detail that are in there. It's changed so much. Just doing that, it changes that view massively. Some rusty rails in there again. There's another grid. For the most part now, it's just literally like loads of grids. Hellfire's a whistleboard. Couple of lubrication things here as well. Nobody yet. Yeah, whistleboard. About yeah. Tilt it a little bit. Well, Pokemon, hello, how are we doing? Looks like someone's got an interview with Network Rail Hellfire. Happy days, congratulations indeed. All the best and hope it goes well. I'm not going to be putting any more 3Ds in here. Simply because we're in such a huge, busy area now. The asset count is 2,500. You need to be very careful on what's placed. So currently it's not going to be changing at the minute. I've got to be careful. I've got to watch the asset count. Obviously, there's still stuff to go in around here. I've still got some bits to put in. So it will go up a little bit more yet. Not by much, but just got to be careful with it. Got to keep it optimized. If it was for myself, I'd lob everything. So just gotta be careful when you do the commercial side a bit more, because you've got to be wary of it. I've got to know my limit, so I can easily get carried away. The little narrow circuit cabinet just about here. There's another one of them. Oh, there's telephones here. Couple of them there. Save the game is what you should do when you've done quite a bit. Is there any way of modifying the game to load more tiles? I don't think there is. I don't think you'd want to be fair, because obviously the game is not the best optimized in the world. So having it do more than it does already probably would be a bit of an impact. Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think anyone's ever tried. Two treadles. This might be a little bit of a pain in the backside because we're on a elevated curve here. So I might have to do a little bit of yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit of moving around here just to rotate them, as you can see. So we'll select them, and we will give them hopefully just enough rotation. There we go, perfect. Bang him. Benedict will be happy I've used the treadles correctly. Mark did them the opposite way around. Right. By the signal, we have two circuit cabinets. So, one, two. Jen, there's some police horses just gone past the house, all lit up like Christmas trees. What if football's been on? Evening, Llama. How are we doing? Jack, you're going to go do some route building for the first time in 5 months at Hellfire. I've done it a few times this oh 07. Only at the end of a project I do this. But yeah, it's one of my favourite little jobs doing this because you bring in the route to life. Oh, go on, go for it. Get stuck in. Embrace it. Got a couple of refuge points. Refuge point for that. And there's another one on the other side here. Some quad rail in here as well. There is something I've not put in my list, which is the elevated equipment platform thing. That way. Because there is a fence on the front. It's actually not elevated really. Very, very slightly. So there's a narrow one, a wide one, and another narrow. A small. Just going to raise that up because it's a little bit too low. There we go. And I'm going to copy and paste. There we go. We'll whack a gravel bag down the back of here. And there's a couple of the little small minuscule junction box things just loitering down here. Another narrow one. A little bit of an elevation here as well. So the track goes onto a bit of a bank. Yeah, the common library does come with the routes. So the common library for this will be in Sheffield Derby, which is one of the base routes. So you'll get an updated version of that as well. Loads of new stuff coming with this release. Apologies if I don't get back to you straight away. I've got my YouTube video on there, a full screen, so I can see all the detail I need to put in. So rather than having a very, very small window that I can't see, I have it on full screen for a moment or two. I will get back to you. So there's two narrow circuit cabinets. Even though I'm gonna like this stream will finish at a certain time, I'm probably gonna try and get as much of this done tonight as I can because ideally I want to get it done. We'll see what happens. There's a couple of junction boxes on this side as well. So we're heading towards Highcombe Station here as well now. Nice little section of no clutter. So we're heading. I'm up to here now, so there's no clutter between them 2 points. There is a little junction box down here though. I was going to nip on the Google Earth because I need to see where this junction box is. There they are. You can see them there. So oh, two of them. No grids again for a while. It's a bit weird. Some random ones there. So up to the foot crossing now. Some chunk in here as well. Done the same thing again. I've just skipped all the way through the video. So we get a nice bit of a brake by looks fit again. So I'm up to the AWS ramp, which is here. Still no clutter. Oh, there is a little one. There's one little box down here. What I'll do is put this in, but I will also put I'll put some little gravel bags in there, and I'll also put some old sleepers just to something to look at. A bit random, but it's there. I'm always doing it. I always manage to catch the thing. Also because I've got it in theatre mode, so it's a bit more widescreen. I always manage to catch it. I'll never learn. There's a load of junction boxes here. There's another couple of these just by the signal. Again, there's not any clutter. Nothing yet. What's the crossing now? There's a couple of bits by the crossing. I need to put the rubber spikes in here. I'm not going to do that tonight because it'll take too much time up. So I'll leave them. I'll do them again. So I need a junction box. Couple of those in. And whack some chunking in there. There's some of these phones over here as well. Platform telephones. So one of them. Make sure that's straight, which it is. And the navigate circuit thing, whatever you call it. There we go. There's a narrow circuit cabinet. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after it. This little box here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Select all them and drag them over. Like that. You see the difference in the cable trunk in here as well. You've got some there with just where the wires are exposed. Put a few trolleys there. We haven't got any trolleys. I don't think. I've never seen any trolleys. Garden clutter will come. I'll be doing that as well. So I'll be putting trampolines. There's some here actually. There's some tables and some sheds in it. Some do have trampolines in areas. Yeah, some trampolines there, and there's a pergola. Some hanging baskets. I've got there is a what do you call it? There's one of them. I love one of them back there. Square wheels. That's what my scooter wheels used to look like when I was a kid. Just skid everywhere. Be right. Leave one of them in there. Moving on. What we got next? So up to the next signal. There's 3 cabinets on this side. And the narrow ones as well. 2, 3, and there is also some rusty rail. and just a random telephone. So stuff like cars stuff, I'll do a full run of the route wherever I've not put stuff in, like yards and stuff, lamps and all that jazz. Those will still come. But obviously, just for tonight, it's just the trackside stuff. Otherwise, I'll never get it done. Well, that AWS ramp. There's a circuit cabinet. I bet I can't see this in overview. There they are. Can see them. Who's just joined with us? Zach Randall, good evening, and Ricard as well, good evening. Thank you for the like, guys. That's what our supermarket trolley wheels are like. Buy a 4 pint of milk and get to the checkout, it's like butter. Churned. Alright. So those are there. Oh, what have I done here? Hang on. Tab, there we go. There's 2 of them as well. There we go. That's them. Right, I'll give that a save. Right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys. I'm going to grab a drink and that, and we'll do some more. Drivers are the drivers allowed to eat and drink while on the move? Well, I'm not on the move, though. I'm not driving, so I'm alright. Zach, good evening as well, and glad to hear you're excited for it. We're excited to get it out to you as well. Right, let's move on with the clutter. Another one of the little cabinets. There's a smaller one down here. There's a couple of small little ones as well. There we go. Just need to drop that down a little bit more. It's sat in the air. I think these ones might be actually as well, to be honest. Yeah, they are. Just drop those down. Not too far from next crossing either. So there's a junction box here, large one. It's a forward-facing one there, and there is also some cable trunking going across the line, or underneath the track, shall I say, not across. So I'm just going to drop them down like that. Up to the AWS ramp, which is here, and there is some cables going through again. There we go. Annoyingly, there's a junction box there, but I can't see what's going off the side of it because there's a massive streak of water going up the cab ride. So I just have to sort of like improvise and just go with sort of that. Something that's sticking up in the air, I don't know what it is. It's a bat signal. There's an amber gate token box thing. A little circuit thing here. Not too far from Highcombe Station. Get to this crossing and go around the bend. We can show you the new station when we get to it. Some treadles and also some rails here. Treadles are literally next to the signal. See a driver eating an apple whilst pulling away from the station. That answers your question. I've seen a picture of someone, a driver having a Burger King in the cab once. Yeah, definitely. I think a full 3-course meal in your cab's probably a no-go. Some sleepers. So this overview back on because there's another junction box, but there's also a treadle. There's a load of cable stuff going, so that's there. Treadles, more treadles. There's quite a lot of treadles in this section of the route as well, so we'll see quite a few of these over the course of the placement. Right, we're up to the crossing. There's another one of them boxes. Right, I've already got the actual. I've done the spikes here. Right, next signal. That's where the next bit of clutter is. So there's some triddles here. Well, whilst I'm at the circuit cabinet, I'll get that in. One of them. 2 triddles. Wait, some places like 1 and other places is like double. No, mine please, Kai. Mine please, Kai. There was a phone here as well. Just sort of saw that as a streak of rain going up. I think what's happened is that the driver of the cab ride was washing the windscreen, and then like randomly later on, this big massive load of water's just come flying up like later on. This is like way after it happened, like washed. Restaurant, hello, good evening. There's an Indian restaurant here, and there is just a random post. Must have had something on it in later, like early, well, time's gone by. Must have been a sign or something, but it's just a crooked post now. Like that. There's a little junction box. We're up to the 30 crossing sign there. So some rusty rails on the left. Just that. There is some treadles here. There's a load of these. And there is a circuit cabinet just before the treadles, well, after on our way. Right, so, mega scenes. There's another signal there. One of the repeater, to be honest. Yeah, that's the repeater. Just one of them. And we're up to Highcombe Station. There's one of these little boxes here. Right, I'm going to play mode from it because you've not seen the station yet, apart from a possible screenshot. Can you ask how long does it take for the track work for a route like this before the series play? So Mark does the track. I think it took him about a week. I'd say about a week-ish to get all the tracking and get it all sorted, all the crossovers, all the smooth tracking and all that sort of stuff, and all that. Bits have happened like after it as well, like adding extra little bits and pieces here and there and a bit of tweaking. But yeah, about a week I'd say for the track. So yeah, this is Highcombe Station. This came. We had a build of it in last stream, but I didn't show you because it was just literally a white platform. So I didn't bother showing it off until it was all in place. So it's mega job. Yeah, this one's Benedict's. Some really cool bits here as well. So obviously we've got some new gates and stuff made. So we've got these little picket gates made for the station, within the common library as well. Random ones, like there's these random like signs just turned. Cool. Mega white gate, Jen. I really needed that. Can indeed, Jack, sorry. On the other side, it's a little bit different on the other side. So the other platform is a floating platform. And it doesn't end there either. We've got some really cool little bits. Got these as well. Stations to come. Netherfield's been built currently by Will. Rolleston platforms are in. I haven't got Rolleston on my. I don't think on my build, but Rolleston Station is either done or nearly done. Benedict's working on that one, and I think that's all of them. I think that's all the stations done then. Yeah, so some mega car park occurring here. These are all over the place. These things, they're cool. These. Benedict drew all them by hand. He's either drawn them or sketched, like traced them and that. The flags. So you've got New Caledonia Republic, UK. There's loads of little flags knocking around on this route. I don't know. They're just there. This is like a ballast area. There was a load of ballast or something here at one point. I'm not sure it's like a building site now, or the building on it. But the flags. There's flags there. So we put some flags in. There's one over there as well. Lincolnshire flag. They might not be the exact right ones. Benedict's just made loads of flags. Just lots of random ones. Some quite cool ones. I've done the spikes on this bit, so let's get back into the build. There's some gravel bags here, so we'll put those in. Right. There's a grid here. Good deal. Not seen a grid for a while. There's another cabinet. Possibly might be. There is some other flags that we saw one earlier. There's a scrapyard one, but we haven't made the scrapyard flag. We just put some of the ones we've got. Just add a little bit extra to it. There's a lot of flags knocking about, especially around Lincoln itself. There's another grid in front of this signal. Right, we have all sorts here. Start off with the junction boxes here because they're literally in the list. One. Hang on, do that again. Two of them. Then there's a signal. Here there's some treadles. Two of them. Narrow circuit cabinet. We've got a larger cabinet. Here we go. There's a narrow cabinet here. Another narrow cabinet. Knit the overlay on there. So there's some quad rail here. Oh, I've done the same thing again. I've bloody yeah. I've zipped right to the end. God, I must stop doing that. Right, I found where I'm at. Right, not clicking where I shouldn't do. Oh, it does massively. Just adding them little bits, it's just changing it. Nice scene. I mean, we started off at Lincoln. We've only got it's about where that portal is. I've got to do from where that portal is all the way down to there, where the viaduct is. It's not far really, to be quite fair. I mean, I did a massive amount when we did South West Expressway. So it's like I did 120 miles worth of track junction boxing and stuff, which took me a while. It didn't go into as much detail as that in depth as what we have here. that where it is? Nope. That's about there. Some more turtles. We've got a crossing coming up as well in a minute. Only a little foot one. Oh, that's floating. Hello, Kev. It is indeed. No, I thought with all the talking and showing stuff off, it hasn't. It's not gone too bad. I mean, obviously we're getting into the areas now where it's quite quick. We get moving because there's big gaps between stuff. It comes on quite quick, really. Some rails down the side of here. Yeah, there's a yellow phone here. You can see again we've got the bridge signs. This one's 70B. One for the pace lovers out there. Not that I'm gagging for Windows 11, but would you believe my i7-7770 processor ain't supported? I'm not rushing for it myself. I don't even know if mine's supported or not. How old's your processor, Kev? There's a rusty rail. Oh, there's a couple of junction boxes here, little tiny ones. Three to 4 years. So my PC is about 3 or so. I think now about 3 years. No, I'm in no rush. No point in breaking everything. Oops, the next signal is where the next bit of detail goes in. Refuge put 2 as well, that may as well. Hello, Celtic Boy. We're doing trackside clutter this evening on Nottingham to Lincoln. Having all the little details along the line. How far? Not massively far now, really. In the grand scheme of things, it's getting toward it's at the later stage of development now. Getting to the end of it all. Should be able to start sharing you some information very soon for the release. I know when. I just haven't been told I can tell you yet. There's a couple of boxes here. Yeah, very soon. Loads of gap here now between like the clutter. to the next. I'm gonna put some grow bags there. The next clutter goes near this sign here. Fabaruni90, thank you very much for the sub over at YouTube. Gareth Henley Heaps as well, thank you for the like for a few moments back. And also Scott Lammy, good evening, thank you for the like too. It is very satisfying to finish a route when you're so close now. Oh, some Reggie it's done. No Reggie scenarios from ourselves. All the scenarios that we have are around the 2017-18 mark. But no doubt, once the route's out there, there'll be some retro stuff probably made. Who knows? In the community. I want a small one. Evening, Bojanova. ETA soon. Not far now. It isn't far at all. I was just saying before, we should be able to get some information to you very, very shortly. I shall have a word with the powers that be to see if we can possibly pass some of that information over to you very soon. Which I'm sure they'll be happy for us. You got a cracker first scenario for this, 2 hours long. There's some of the ones I've made are nearly 2 hours long that come with this route. Some mega driving. Oh, let's just zoom all the way in. Right, treadles. Let's put the treadles in first. There's 2 of those. I've done yours are getting removed from Discord. Got us now in COVID times to purely because of the stopping pattern time it is. Is that the one? Is that your 222 one, that Ash? Hoping to get we'll be able to drive on it very soon as well. I'm hoping next week we probably end up doing some sort of drive. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll find something. Or the St Pancras Lincoln. I don't know whether we'll be able to do the whole length because there's still possibly maybe some gaps in Mark's bit. I'm not sure. We'll find out. We'll work something out, and we'll definitely do a drive next week. I know that much. What was a grid? One random grid. It's a blue one. There's a treadle just by this crossing as well. Just one on this side. Make sure it's not touching that. Just gonna go back on my camera because I think I might have missed something. Yeah, I did miss one little detail there. I might be able to change that gate now. We've got some new gates earlier. Do you know what? I don't even know where it is in the list, but I know where it is on the route. Is there any scenarios that start and end at Northgate? No. There was one, but it didn't quite go to plan, so I took it out. There's one that goes to Northgate. I'm going to try and use this gate instead. Yes, well, there will be quick drive in the route, so when Benedict does them, I think Benedict's doing them, there will be one from Northgate, there'll be something from Nottingham, and there'll be something from Lincoln covered. I've lost where I'm at here. Where is it? It's over there, isn't it? Yeah, I'm hoping I can get rid of that and fit this new one in. Get rid of the Cuju. Bye, Cuju. Benedict will be happy. Oh, do, please do, mate. If there's anything that can be helped. Can't believe Benedict's not here. Terrible. Right. Bad. Bad lad, Benedict. Oh, look, I've just realised you sent me that gate this morning. It now gets rid of the Cuju one. And it fits perfect. I'm not have to scale it or anything. Mega. Is there any way to make the JT trees more performance friendly? Not from ourselves. They're not our trees. We just license them. So unless an update becomes available for them trees that we can use, at the minute there's nothing we can do. We just use them. Nigel, not a problem. I'm glad you have enjoyed it as well. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we'll see you again soon. I mean, I wouldn't say the performance is bad here. I mean, we're getting 50 FPS there, 60 nearly there, and that's with them trees. So I don't see the performance issues, to be quite honest. It's not stuttering. It's not lagging. My PC is not top end by any means. It's about 3 to 4 years old, this PC. It's got a 1660 Ti graphics card in it. If we thought there was a performance issue, we wouldn't use them as such at all. We would look for alternatives. Oh, base, there's no wagon. Callum's made one as well. What do they call it? That's the question. Old wagon. Which part's it in? It's in the back of the field here. It's in this bit. That's mega. I can't believe that's coming handy second time round. I'll tell you what, Benedict, there's one thing that could be done with is a check rail. We haven't got any check rails, and there's a bit of check rail occurring in around the Lincoln area. No. Bad lad. That's that then. That's me told. Moving up the line. Next AWS box there, and there's a little junction box. Right, what we got here? Triddles. On both sides. Couple of these as well. That there, and there's another one just up there. I think there's some grids on the opposite track on this side, but I can't quite tell the direction I'm going in. There's a footbridge also currently missing, which is going to be going somewhere around here. It's on the list of things to come in this next week or so. Four up on the hill. That's not straight. Hello! How we doing, Matt? Bird! We can't buy an Ulster because Will won't. I know, Ash. Rip check rails indeed. The cool thing here at this level crossing, there's no actual like spikes or wooden slats. Treadles! There's more treadles everywhere. One there, and one there. Cracking. Evening, Luke. How we doing, mate? Oh, another one. There's a few of these on this bit. Ah, excellent. Glad to hear that, mate. Again, many happy returns. I was chilling for a little while before bed opened. Well, I'm well, thank you. I'm very well. Just cracking on with this, getting the trackside clutter in. Oh, good to hear, Jack, as well, and not a problem. Thank you for joining this evening. And good to hear you've got yourself back into the swing of a bit of route building. Good stuff. Tell you what I'm missing here. Telegraph pole. There's a telegraph pole going across the line. This will be fun now, trying to figure out where this actually goes. There. Look for the shadows in the grass. Oh, I know what it does. It goes in and drops down into the ground. Right. One there. One there. Oh, I've done it wrong. God. Hang on. Try it again. I need to put an extra one. So. That's wrong. Not that. So what we do is we remove that. And we move that one. And then hopefully dropping these down there. And those into the ground. Now the other thing I'll have to do, just going to save that. Do a little bit of bodge work here, just so it a little bit obviously. I haven't selected any track there, which is good. Raise them up a little bit, just so they're not sagging as much. They're high enough, they clear the train. It's just because it's on an embankment and just the way that they work, they're a bit of a pain. So that does just does that up. Where we're building, well, what we're doing is, Luke, basically is trackside clutter. We started at Lincoln and we're heading towards, well, my boundary at Staythorpe. So we've done. We're not too far from Swinderby, really. Swinderby's on this next straight, so we've done a good section. I'd probably say half. We'll have done half of it. When could you start doing the maps? Well, the maps in some areas on this route are very bad. But they're actually not as bad as they were. They've actually been updated while we're route building. Annoyingly, after we've done the areas, they are working on updating the areas up. So, just one of them. As well, Prof, good evening. How are we doing? There's 2 triddles. And also some cable trunking going across. Rusty rails in there. You'd say the more interesting half opposed to Mark. I don't know. Mark's had a lot more stations on this side as well. I've had a lot more in terms of the 2 busier areas, like obviously Newark and Lincoln to do. Anthony Wilkinson, thank you very much for the like. Good evening. You've actually had a question that's been on your mind for a little bit. I don't know if it's been answered yet. I wonder what that could be. I'll give you the answer right now. It'll be no. Oh, it's a legit one. Go on then. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the next crossing and we'll wrap the stream up for the evening. And I will continue this off there. Just gives me a bit, get a bit more speed on it and crack on. Well, we've been on a lot longer than we usually are anyway. Couple of signal. There's a small and a large one of these. Some treadles here. The other thing I'd like to hopefully try and get this done by tonight is because I really, really don't want to have to do that quick list again. Trying to select it all. It's a pain in the backside. Right. Yeah, I did. They don't mind because I've fixed them, but I just haven't updated that yet. So we're gonna end the stream here anyway. So I'll hang on a second, Prof, if you have a question you want to ask before I disappear. But thank you to everyone for watching this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a little bit different than the usual full-on building, a bit more laid back. End and release it perfect. Not just yet. Not just yet. Okay, so I know Hope Valley goes via Stockport, but it goes via Marple, I think. Yeah, I think it does go via Marple. It goes two ways. I can show you the map. I don't think it's got markers on it though. It's got two. I don't know if you can work out them. I don't really know the area. I haven't got markers, so I can't tell where's where. Reddish and Ashbury's, I think it goes, and Stockport. New Mills. Yeah, that's New Mills down here, isn't it? I think. On this part. I think. No, I have no idea. Is it there? Rose Hill. See, I don't have a clue for this area. I'm not very clued up on it. Oh, is it not? Oh, it was a branch. So yeah, as you can tell, I don't have a clue. Until I start seeing markers and stuff, I don't really know. I'll get my bearings eventually. Thank you very much, guys. Though it's been a good one. I've enjoyed doing it this well. Doing a bit of the old culture and stuff. It's one of my favourite little jobs. So I'm going to continue doing it off air. Get some more of this done before the night's out. So thank you as always, guys. We'll catch you next week. We'll probably end up doing some driving, so do keep an eye out on that, and I will get the gen sent over so we can get it posted for you. Thank you again, and we'll see you later. Enjoy the week, guys. Bye for now.